Subrata.
Hi, Anand.
Hey, Subrata. Hi.
How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm good. Morning. How are you?
Doing good, thanks.
Hi, Anand. Good to see you again.
Hey, Anisha. Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure to see you.
Hi, Subrat. Anthony here.
Hi, Anthony.
Hi.
Good morning. Mahendra. Hi, good morning. Ajit. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning to all.
I think Abhishek just joined. Abhishek, good morning. Digvijay, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Subrat.
Hi, Surya. Very good morning. This is Subrata here.
Good morning, Subrata. How are you?
I'm doing very good, sir. Thank you. Hi, Preeti. Preeti, good morning. He is in mute. Hi, Pranjan, Dr. Mitra.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Gaurav. Good morning.
Good morning, Subrata. Such a wonderful initiative.
Thank
Congratulations and all the best. Looking forward to the event, yeah?
you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ria. Good morning. Ria, can you just unmute yourself and check the audio?
Hello.
Yeah,
Good
Ria,
morning,
can you hear me?
everyone.
Hi, good morning. I think it's very early in Germany, right?
Yes, hi. It's 7 a.m., 7:15.
Okay.
So for me, everything is good.
Great. Hi, Marisha. Good evening to you.
Hi, good evening.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing very good, Marisha. Thank you very much. So it must be very late for you in California, right?
Yeah, it's 10:15.
10:15. Right. Welcome. Hi, Akshay. Hi, Dhiraj. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay.
Hi, Kathy and Chrissy. Good morning to both of you.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. Kathy, how are you?
I'm good too. My father's also here. He's just joining in a minute.
Great. Hi, Rahul.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Hosi. Very good morning.
Sorry, good morning to everyone, or good afternoon where I am.
Right. Thank you for joining.
Not at all, my pleasure.
Hi, Mushahid. Good morning.
Hi, morning everyone.
Hi, Lena. Good morning.
Hi, Subrata. Morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have we started or are we waiting for
Yeah,
others?
I think we can get started. Just 5 minutes still there. I think we're going to start at 11 o'clock. So just a few minutes. Yeah, let's get started. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. So this is Unicorn Pitch India. We are basically one of the co-organizers in Ideacapital and Startup Network. So basically, the event platform partner is Almond Bartex. So they are providing the virtual platform. I think we have about 100 attendees outside this Zoom platform who are watching this event live currently. So we have about 10 plus startups participating today. These startups have been shortlisted by our shortlisting team, and they are from various sectors. And for example, IoT, AI, QSR, FinTech, Health Tech, Content, Agritech, and we have a couple of female founders as well today who will be presenting. So a little bit about Ideacapital Ventures. Our mission is to basically coach and then invest in entrepreneurs who are sort of building mission-driven organizations. We partner with both scale-ups as well as startups to improve all aspects of their business. We help build better businesses and create long-lasting value. So of course, we source investment deals, sometimes proprietary deals as well, and we often follow and lead sometimes. So startup pitches and advisory. Of course, this pitch today is part of that initiative. We also do strategic partnership with various organizations. So our expertise and focus area. So we come with a lot of industry expertise, basically 12 plus markets around the world with strong investment as well as operational experience. So our commitment to sustainability actually sort of influences our strategy. It basically helps unlock value and improves operational efficiency for all. So this is the organizing team. So Kate and Lena are basically from Startup Network. They are our co-organizer. They have helped to sort of put this event together. Thank you to both Lena and Kate. And Pooja is on my team. She's also helped a lot in organizing this event. And myself, obviously, Subrata Patra, managing partner at Ideacapital Ventures. I am an alum of UC Berkeley School of Business as well as IIT Delhi. My Crunchbase investor rank is about 20,000 and it's improving. So welcome jury board. I think we have quite a few juries. I think a couple of juries told me that they have taken vaccine, so they might be a little late or sort of running with fever. So thanks once again, everyone. Thank you. So I will now. Yeah. So Pooja, can you take over and sort of start the presentation? Start up presentations.
Yes, yes. Very good morning to all.
Good morning.
Yes. So our first presenter is Sales Gifts and Digvijay. He will be presenting to us.
Yeah. So should I share my screen, Pooja?
Yes. Please start sharing your screen and you'll be given 3 minutes to present yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Second.
I hope you are able to see me.
Sorry, I think before we start our startup presentation, I think there's jury introduction section. So let's start with our jury introduction, and then we will start the startup presentation.
Sure.
So can you have the juries to introduce themselves?
All right, so I guess everyone's shy, so I go first. Yep.
Sure.
My name is Hoshi Debu. I am the founder managing partner of Aura Global Partners. I'm based in Singapore, but I'm a US citizen. I straddle between the United States and Singapore, and I run an advisory where I also make personal investments in early stage companies myself. I have a whole network of individuals who help me, But the main business that we are in at Ahura is mostly, M&A and, large mid-market, fundraisers. So glad to be here and look forward to these pitches. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. Pleased to have you, Kausi. Priti?
Right. Namaste to everyone. My name is Preeti Chaudhary and I am the founder of LinkedIn Local India, which is a pan-India community of professionals and students deeply entrenched in the startup ecosystem.
Priti, can you speak a little louder or closer to the mic? We can barely hear you.
Okay, there seems to be a bandwidth problem today, Subrata, so I'll try again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Better.
Okay, thank you. So once again, namaste. My name is Preeti Chaudhary. I am the founder of LinkedIn Local India, which is a pan-India community of students and professionals. I am deeply entrenched into building, nurturing, and enabling the startup ecosystem in Madhya Bharat or Central India, based out of Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. I am a speaker, a mentor, and an ally of bringing about gender diversity into the startup ecosystem, whereby including more women into the startup ecosystem as founders and as investors. I'm more of a super connector as well as a scout for looking out for startups for my principals who are angels and also some VC funds based out of India. Happy to be here, lending into the cause in my own country. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. All the best to everybody presenting, and may the best startup win today. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Priti. Who would like to talk about yourself and your fund? Next, please.
Hi, I'm Marie Solomon McGinnis, and I'm in Silicon Valley in California. So it's about 10:30 p.m. here, but I couldn't resist Subrata's personal invitation, so I said yes. I invest in various areas, mainly fintech, cyber defense, and drones and AI, and I'm do direct investments, and then also I'm an alum with Golden Seeds, and they invest in female founders, and I'm an LP with Blumberg Capital, and Blumberg is geographically agnostic. And good luck to everybody, and it's great to see all these new startups today. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa. Thank you for coming. Appreciate.
Hi.
Thank you. Yeah. Next, please.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Surya Mantha. I'm a senior partner with United Ventures in Bangalore. United is an early stage tech VC fund focused on fintech, job tech, ed tech, and healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you, Surya.
Hey, I'll go next. This is Anand. I am with the investment team at Nexus Venture Partners. We are early stage VC funds, fund focusing on the US and the India market and the cross-border opportunities for India. Very excited about the event.
Anand, we can barely hear you. Could you please come closer to your mic?
Hey, I think the mic has some issue. I'm so sorry about that. I work with Nexus Venture Partner. It's a early stage investment firm based out of Valley and India. We are focused both in SaaS as well as consumer internet companies. Very excited to be on the event here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Anand. Next, please.
Hi, this is Anisha here. I'm from Mumbai, India. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer with over 17 years of experience. I run LexStart, a legal and compliance service provider focused on the early stage ecosystem. I'm also one of the first legal tech entrepreneurs in India, and I have also recently set up Incubate Angel Network to encourage women to start investing in startups and start building that as an asset class. Really excited to be here, looking forward to the presentations. Thank you.
Thanks, Anisha. Next one, please.
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Belgrade. My name is Guy Vanka, and most of what I do is business consulting for the region of Eastern, Southeast, and Central Europe. My area of expertise is generally finance, strategy, and marketing. And mostly I work with the startups with the innovation component and the startups who are generally in the pre-phase to their MVP. So on the other hand, I'm a consultant who works for a buyer side or seller side advisory as well. And I already worked on various projects from the oil and gas industry, FMCG, telecommunication, and agribusiness sector. So on the other hand, I'm employed as a CFO of Fashion Union LLC from Belgrade, which is generally export-oriented production company. And we started as a startup 4 years ago, and now I think that we are doing pretty good job for the region, and our production capacities are quite increased, like 40% in the last 3 years, aside of the COVID that is currently present in our lives. And other thing is that I'm also a CEO, Chief Operating Officer of fintech enterprise from the UK, which developed an innovative global trading platform with artificial intelligence overlay. Mostly what I do is working to expand our app on the market and be more competitive with the traditional investment funds. So that would be much of that. And aside of my employment, I'm a CEO of Serbian Management Association, which works to attract foreign direct investments in the region. And of course, by doing so, we are trying to connect with like-minded people in the region and work on various projects from the academical point to the entrepreneurial point. So that would be much what I do now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vanka.
Thank you very much.
Next one, please.
I'll go next. My name is Ben. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I'm more of an entrepreneur by background. I've had startups in Japan, India, South Korea, and I'm here in China. I live in Chengdu in China. I'm also an angel investor in various startups, mainly in fintech, education, sports and media, and health and wellness. So looking forward to seeing the pitches today, and thanks again, Subrata, for inviting me.
Great to have you, Ben. Thanks. Next one, please. Gaurav, can you have you? Yeah, Gaurav.
Sure. Subrata, thanks for having me here. Hello, everyone. Good to see some familiar faces and judges. Thank you for making it to this event. I am Gaurav, managing partner here at Ideacapital Ventures. We are largely a strategy consulting firm in the private equity and SPAC space. We also serve on the advisory board for many Silicon Valley and other startups based out in US and Europe. I'm personally based out in Mumbai, India, and wish all the participants today the very best for the competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. Nice to have you. Nick, can you have you, please?
Yeah, hello, everybody. My name is Nick. I'm managing partner of Laursen from Sweden, which is a Asia-focused expansion investment firm. We invest across 3 different sectors. We are ticket size agnostic, but as long as we can have an active role in the Asia expansion, we are happy to take a look. And yeah, good to see some familiar faces, and looking forward to seeing the pitches. So thank you.
Great to have you, Nick. Thank you. Anybody left, please introduce yourself and your fund. I think we're done with all the juries. If somebody joins later, we can sort of, have time that time. Yeah, let's move on to the startup pitches, Pooja.
Yeah, hi. So we will have the first pitch from SenseGuess. Digvijay is going to present us with his pitch. Digvijay, can you please come online and share your screen with us?
Yes, Pooja. Thank you.
Yeah, please go ahead. All the best.
Yeah. I hope everyone can see my screen. Hello everyone, my name is Digvijay and I had business
Your
operations.
one second. Your screen is not visible.
Yeah. Can I start?
Your screen is not visible. Your screen is not visible to us.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Just a second.
Try again.
Is it visible now?
No, it is still not visible.
It says the screen is sharing, but I don't know.
Pooja, maybe we can move on to the next one, and then we can, while you can fix this.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So next we have Mr. Dheeraj. So he is going to present us from Berkey.ai. Dheeraj, can we have you on the screen?
Yes, thank you.
Please share your screen and go ahead to present.
Sure. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we all can see your screen.
Yeah, I'm starting. So hi everyone, I'm Dheeraj. With me is
Dheeraj, could you please put this on presentation mode? Will help us a little bit. Thank you.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, is it fine now?
It is fine now.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Dheeraj. With me is Akshay. We are founders of Worky. We see three things that are redundant now. 1 second. I'm not able to switch between the screens through this. We see three things that are redundant now: facts, typewriter, and resumes. On an average, a recruiter receives more than 100 resumes for a single job role, out of which 70% do not even meet the basic job criteria, and 46% contain the actual lies or some sort of misstatements. On an average, a recruiter spends 23 hours a week only going through the resumes, which further increases the time and cost of hiring. Another problem with the hiring process is there's a gut-based decision making over the logical thinking, which often invites the chances of human errors and an unconscious bias. Third problem is all the existing players are majorly focusing on the enterprise scale customers, which leaves a huge gap for small players and sorry. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. So I was saying that the existing players are majorly focusing on the enterprise scale customers, leaving a huge gap for SMBs and startups to remain underserved. To fill this gap, we are building Worky. Worky is an intelligent talent screening platform which help companies to screen the candidates on the top of hiring funnel and save a huge time and cost per hiring. We aim to objectify the screening process and make it interviewer agnostic. Worky help recruiters to identify the candidates first by prioritizing the candidate pool, by screening them earlier in the process, and by adding an objective data points. With this, recruiters make more informed hiring decisions about whom to invite to the interview, which is significantly more time consuming. Up till now, Worky has helped companies to save more than 70% of the screening time with an improved candidate experience and quality of hire in the process. We are going on a freemium model where we are charging $49 per month from our clients for a single recruiter seats with up to a 500 talent screenings in the plan. We are targeting the recruitment industry, which is $150 billion plus market with an addressable market of assessment and screening, which stands at $5.32 billion, which is growing at a very good rate of 8.2% CAGR. Our target audience is SMBs and startups, and we aim to reach 10,000 companies in 3 years. Here's a look at how Worky is revolutionizing the space by helping entry-level players and mid-market players by providing them a platform.
Please stop, please stop. You will be exceeding your time. Please let the presentation be here only. I will request the judges to please ask the question from the startup.
Okay.
Hi, Dheeraj. This is Gaurav from Arit Ventures.
Yeah, hi, Gaurav.
Hi. Dheeraj, what is your target market? Are you targeting this for the Indian markets or for the international ones?
So this is for the global markets, but first target that first year we want to cover the Indian market, and then the next year we are planning the US launch.
And have you tried? Has any of your customers tried this model in terms of corporates or RPOs or others? Who are your customers right now?
So we are targeting small and mid-scale companies. We launched the beta in mid-April this year. 120 companies have already signed up, but we are in a phased manner and shared the platform access with 20 companies. We are co-creating the product with by following this product-led growth approach. We have converted 5 of them to the paid customers with 2,500 talent screenings already in place. Also, we have integrated our product with Zimeo, it is an HRMS platform, and in Sergio, it's a platform for hiring product managers.
Dheeraj, the question I have is, do you guys give a database along of the candidates, or are they going to parse this from their own internal database? How would the business model work?
Yeah. We don't provide any data of talent pool. The companies use this platform to create the skill assessments and invite the candidates on the top of hiring funnel instead of asking the resumes. By assessing the candidates on the top of hiring funnel, there are chances that you are taking a good candidate pool throughout your hiring funnel, saving a lot of screening time.
Okay, and what is your business development or go-to-market strategy? How are you going to entice the customers, given that corporate clients, given that there are so many competitors out there with a similar model that you are envisioning in Indian markets, right? I'm invested into the executive search and recruitment side, so I'm well familiar with the markets, participants, and the corporates and the business model. Yeah. So what is your go-to-market strategy?
So first is we are not targeting the corporate customers. We are largely focusing on the SMBs and startups. The market go-to-market strategy which we are following is going through a partnership-led model where we are integrating and partnering with HRMS, ATS, and job boards, right? With 2 product integrations and partnerships already in place. Going ahead, we see ourselves integrating with the major ATS players like Lever and Zoho Recruit, just to capture the larger audience who are already on that ecosystem.
Great. And could you just scroll through the remainder of the slides that you couldn't present, just to take a look? Thank you.
Sure. This is what the progress till date. We already have 5 customers. This is what the team looks like. Previously, I was working with TAN Advisors, the angel network. I was managing the investor relations there, and Akshay was heading the data science team at an edtech startup. We have subject matter experts and mentors in place who have been helping us in the product roadmap and product partnerships within the industry. So we are raising $200,000 for 14 months of runway, out of which 40% commitment we have already received from angels. And this is what our roadmap looks like. We are planning to do the open launch in September this year, and plan to do the US launch by next year. That will be more of a phased launch instead of launching open.
Great. Thank you, Dheeraj.
Preeti, you had a question, Preeti?
Yes, Preeti is willing to ask a question.
Yeah, I'm right here. It got answered because my question was about the roadmap, and the slide is right here right now. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Any other question from any other judges?
Yeah, one question. What's your secret sauce? What's the competitive moat? How are you different from the other fellows?
All
As
existing players, they are majorly focusing on the enterprise scale customers, right? We are focusing on the customer which is highly flexible. So that's why our platform is really accessible, affordable, and there's a scope for customization. This is the major use case that I have defined in terms of hiring. We are also doing the beta where companies are exploring it for the internal employee evaluation and learning and development. But our major focus is hiring as of now. So the customization is the part where mid-level companies and small companies are actually making a good use of it.
Preeti, please go ahead to ask your question. Preeti is having a question to the startup.
It's not a question, it's just an observation, please. So everybody, you know you have 3 minutes. Please make the most of it. You have a captive audience of jury and investors sitting right here. Please make the most of it. Finish within those 3 minutes. So that is number one crucial. And then you have the next 3 minutes for diving deeper into something that is left out. So that's an observation for everyone presenting here today. Please time yourself if you haven't done so already. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti.
Can we have Digvijay back, the first startup who could not present?
Yes. Digvijay, please try sharing your screen and present your startup.
So just before closing in, thank you everyone. I'm so sorry for the unpleasant this presentation. Yeah,
No problem. It happens. Please go ahead.
Yeah, can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Digvijay and I head business operations at Senskis. I have Abhishek, who is the founder and CEO. Next slide. We at Senskis make enterprise IoT solutions for 4 main use cases. That is condition monitoring, real-time asset people tracking, predictive maintenance, and perimeter security. We are a team of 56 people spread across various roles, and we have offices in India, USA, Japan, and South Africa. Till date, we have sold 50,000 plus units of our devices worldwide, and we have 3 patents granted in India and the US, and 1 patent. Next slide, please. Yeah, using our solution, the storage losses can be reduced by 50%, asset tracking time can be reduced by 40%, and people safety can be increased by 60%. Next slide. So the total addressable Indian market for our use cases is around $10 billion. Next slide. So
I think Digvijay has
works, which is the master.
Digvijay, I could not hear you for like 10 seconds. Can you repeat? Digvijay, I could not hear you for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Repeat. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So our solution is used by various customers worldwide. So, for instance, social distancing and contact tracing solution is was recently used in the India-England series, and the Road Safety World Series. Plus, it is also being used by Jubilant Foodworks, which is the master franchise for Domino's Pizza in India. Our asset tracking solution is used by Maruti Suzuki, and our condition monitoring use case is used by Xena Communications in Spain. And apart from that,
Digvijay, we cannot hear you.
I believe he's facing some issues with his network.
I think it's a bandwidth issue in India.
Yeah. Pooja,
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we could not hear you for like 15-20 seconds.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yeah. Please go on.
Yeah. So our solution is used by various customers worldwide. So recently in the
We again lost you,
series, our social distancing solution, plus it was also being used in the Road Safety World Series. It is also being used by Jubilant Foodworks, which is the master franchise for Domino's Pizza in India. Our asset tracking solution is used by Maruti Suzuki for tracking vehicles within the service center. Xena Communications in Spain is using our condition monitoring use case. And apart from that, we have various customers in Japan and in South Africa as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is our product. We call it as a coin. So this has 4 sensors: temperature, humidity, accelerometer, and gyroscope. And using this product, we have created a proprietary mesh network, which is based on top of Bluetooth 5. Next slide. This is the entire SenseGiz ecosystem. Right from the hardware to software, everything is designed and developed internally by our team. Next slide, please. So our revenue model consists of 2 components. One is the one-time hardware cost, which we charge upfront, and second is the recurring subscription charges, which is for using our cloud-based software platform. Next slide. Yeah, so in the last financial year, we had a revenue of around $250,000 US, and this financial year we are planning to have a revenue of around $1.3 million. And in the next 2 years, we plan to achieve a revenue of around $9 million. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have won quite a few awards for this solution and our use cases. So we have one top startup award from Cisco in 2018. Recently in 2019, we have one top startup award from Maruti Suzuki. We have one National Entrepreneurship Award from Government of India. And for the social distancing solution, we have also won an award from Government of India, that is Ministry of Human Resources Development. And our cumulative revenue is around $650,000 US, and our per month revenue is around $20,000 US. Next slide.
I would request Digvijay to please stop here and leave the presentation as it is. And I would request the judges to please ask the questions.
So Digvijay, help me understand the breakup between hardware and software.
The revenue breakup?
Yes.
Yeah. So currently, around 30% of our revenue, or we can say 70% is from hardware and 30% is from subscription charges. This is because we have just started, small deployments with the customers. But going forward, the revenue from subscriptions would be around 70%.
How old is the company?
So we started in 2013, but we were earlier into B2C, but recently it's been a couple of years, 1.5 years, we have entered into B2B segment.
Thank you.
Sorry, Digvijay, going back to Parag's question as well, on your slide deck where you showed the numbers, there was sales numbers and other revenue. So is the other revenue the subscription revenue, or is there any other revenue model as well?
No, other revenue in the sense like, we charge like 10% of our customers ask for customization. So we have considered that customizations as other revenues.
Okay. Okay. And of all the 4 use cases that you showed us, which has been the most popular one?
So the most popular, we are getting a lot of good traction for asset tracking first, and second is predictive maintenance and condition monitoring. So Maruti Suzuki is the prominent customer with whom we are planning to deploy our asset tracking solution across 4,500 service centers in India.
Hi there. I would add a little bit more information about the sales development. How do you plan to achieve the sales development? I have followed the information on your business model that you're planning to go through trade exhibitions, in-house sales team, and so forth. Would you give us more thorough details about that? What is your sales strategy and how you're planning to reach these sales forecasts? Thank you.
Yeah. Good question. So we have an in-house sales team. So using through which we pitch out to various customers. Apart from that, we have partnered with various channel partners in India and in the other countries. For example, in South Africa, we have a channel partner. In Japan, we also have a channel partner who is with us since inception. And apart from that, the third source is like we partner with various system integrators like TCS and DXC Technologies, and we provide joint solutions to various customers in India and outside India.
Thank you for your answer. Thank you.
Digvijay, I have a question. how is Coin better than the competition? What creates a need for a customer to use a Coin proprietary mesh network compared to the existing alternatives that they have, right? Waste management or assets and loss of assets and other operating things that happen in operations and supply chain is quite common, and companies are moving very fast to minimize that, right? So what creates a demand for your product outside your current customers?
Yeah, so there are quite a few differentiators. So the first thing is the proprietary mesh network that we have developed. So using this, we are able to save a lot of hardware cost to the customer, because most of the solutions that are available in the market, there are one-to-one communication based. So since we use a mesh network, we can, a large number of units can communicate to a single gateway. That is the first thing. Our single product can address multiple use cases. So as you can see, the Coin has all the 4 sensors, and it can address predictive maintenance and condition monitoring at the same time. And also it can be used for asset tracking solution. So a single device is capable of addressing all these use cases.
Correct. And how do you reach out to your clients in international markets? Do you have a team for international business development?
So by two methods. One is like our internal sales team reach out to various customers outside India. Apart from that, we have channel partners, as I mentioned, like in Japan, we have a channel partner. In South Africa, we have a channel partner. So we reach out to this channel customers in those particular regions through this channel partners. And apart from that, we keep on participating in various exhibitions and trades.
Great. Thank you, Digvijay.
Thank you.
Any more questions, judges? Okay, so we can move to our third starter, that is Newphony. Ria Rastogi is going to present with us. Ria, please can you share your screen? We all can see. Now, please start.
We can't hear you, Ria. I think Ria is on mute, maybe.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible now.
Sorry.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Ria, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Newphony, and we enable you to unlock your true potential. At some point of time in your lives, you would have felt that whatever we do is not enough, be it our work or our relations. And because of social media and technology, we are constantly comparing ourselves to 8 billion people across the world. This constant self-doubt results in stress, burnout, and anxiety-related disorders, which increases our cortisol levels and compromise our immune system. When it comes to mental health, we have a reactive approach by going to therapy or tracking our heart rate and physical activity. And what we recommend is a proactive approach by tracking your brain waves. Our wearable EEG device tracks your brain activity, transmits it to the mobile application, which converts the data into a user understandable format. It recommends meditation techniques based on your mood and current state. And whenever you get distracted from your desired goal, it provides real-time auditory feedback by reducing the volume. For example, when you try to work but your brain is getting sleepy, or you try to sleep and all you can think is about your pending tasks. We also have a software development kit, which can be used by researchers, developers, and business collaborations. Because of our carefully chosen sensor locations, our one device can help you improve focus, decision-making, social and emotional responses, memory, and your self-reflective thoughts. We also have a proprietary software which recommends custom regime to everyone based on their brain state, as one size does not fit all. Because of our sensor location, our device can be used by multiple markets, such as consumers and researchers of different fields. And with our SDK, we create a platform to target business collaborations and promote further development in the field of neuroscience. With Newphony, we try to bridge the gap between consumer devices and research-grade devices. We would be generating a one-time revenue from our hardware and a recurring monthly revenue using our SDK and our mobile application, which is also a standalone meditation app. Just with our pre-launch, we have sold more than 20 devices across the world and partnered with multiple researchers in the field of neuroscience, home therapy, sports, and wellness. To name a few, we are partnered with Mind Mirror and Neuromeditation, who've been there in this field for more than 30 years. And in India, we are partnering with DRDO, IISc, and Olympic gold champion Abhinav Bindra. We plan to sell 4,000 devices in the first 6 months, out of which we have 2,500 devices at verbal MOQ. Based on our projections, we expect to break even in the third year of operation. We are looking to raise a seed round of 500k euro, mainly for marketing and scaling up our team. Our core team consists of people from both engineering and business background, and our neuroscience mentors have a combined experience of more than 80 years in the field of brain behavior, cognition, and meditation, and are spread across 3 continents. Pankaj is dedicated to my late sister Pankhuri, and our goal is to move towards creating a device for bedridden patients to help them communicate. Thank you.
Judges, please ask the question.
Yeah, quick question over here. Like in your go-to-market strategy, do you see it as a partnership model with places like Headspace, Calm, and others, or do you want to just go directly to the consumer itself?
So in our go-to-market strategy, we do collaborate, but not with companies like Headspace, because we also have meditations in our application, but we do look out for B2B markets. So our major segment would be 60% B2B collabs, but those would be the corporates. So we are also working with a corporate company trying to close them so that we create a mental health corners in companies such as Wipro, SAP, and LinkedIn, because they already do daily meditations.
But in that case, if you want to go to B2C, then is content a major angle, or is hardware is the major part of the product? What do the consumer want?
The consumer really wants the hardware, because the people who have been who've been meditating for quite some time, now they want to go to the next level. So your brainwaves, your theta brainwaves, which basically they want to unlock that and kind of make more out of those sessions. And that can only be done once you have your device.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Thank you.
Talk about the safety aspects, radiation, and all of that.
So the radiation of these devices are even less than a mobile. So we don't emit any vibrations. That is another technology, PEMF, but we only sense the brain waves and send the data to your mobile application. So there are no radiations, very minimum radiations, even less than your mobile phone.
Hi there. Really interesting presentation. I would like to know, and probably the other member of juries and investors, about the risks of your business for the investors and, of course, for the future of your business. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. So basically, Muse was the first company that came in the field of 2014, and especially in the last 2 years, this field is booming like nothing. Focus, Calm, and Mindy launched their products last year, and they have sold individually more than 15,000 devices just with their pre-launch. So I would like to say that currently, if you would have asked this question 2 years back, there were a lot of risks because the market wasn't ready, or maybe people were not aware. But COVID has had a very positive impact on this, because we are locked in our homes and we are looking for solutions. And the company's sales and market awareness with regards to mental health and meditation have gone really high in the past 2 years.
Thank you for your answer.
So much.
Hi, Ria.
Hi.
Ria, I have a question. How many of these products have you sold thus far?
As of today, we have sold 20 devices with no marketing money spent whatsoever. And these are across the world. And just this week, last week, we shipped all these devices.
So, Ria, I have a further follow-up question to this, right? You have mentioned that currently with your current team and capacities, you can produce up to 50 equipments pieces per month, right? And with some limited few thousand euros of budget, you can scale it up to 1,500 equipments a month, right?
Right.
How are you going to create an outreach to the customers? And second, Mendy had a very good run and sales, but they also had quite deep capital and a very creative go-to-market strategy that worked out to their favor in pre-sales, right? But excluding Mendy, how do you plan and what would be the advantage? And other question I have is, if with few thousand euros, right? To be precise, 4,200 euros, you can get at 1,500 equipments a month you can produce. At $600, this should attract good gross or profit margins, right? What is the capital raise that you are looking at and why?
So we are looking for a capital raise of 500k euros because firstly we have a proprietary software and we have the provisional patent currently ongoing, but we want to file the patent worldwide. So 5% of the investment would go in the patents. 10% would go in the R&D. Like as I said, that currently we have 50 devices being assembled on a monthly basis, but that's too long, and we want to just make some small tweaks in the electronics so that the assembly round is faster, so that we can do 100 devices in a day. So 10% money would go in the development, not in the research part, but in the D part of the R&D, basically, of the current device. And we want to spend 45% of the money in marketing. That's the only place where we want to kind of up our scales, up our sales, and also support, like provide a CRM to our customers. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, Ria, but if the marketing is in its infancy stage, I don't know what your marketing strategies are. And if you spend the capital towards developing the capabilities towards 3,000 equipments a month, right? Like you said, you want to go to 100 equipments a day. Wouldn't that skew the metrics of growth and profitability? Creating a manufacturing system ahead of the sales, don't get me wrong, I think it's a good strategy. But how is your marketing strategy going to help you generate the sales? What is the strategy you have envisioned here, that if you get the capital, how are you going to create an outreach that will attract customers? Because even in Europe, there are almost 4 to 6 players that have a similar equipment, and 600 euros is a good pricing point if you can attract it, but it's not an easy thing, right? So what is your marketing outreach here?
Definitely. So firstly, in Asia Pacific, we are the first startup, and in Europe, we are the second because Mendy is the only. So these markets are really untapped because all our competitors lie in kind of US and Canada. And as I mentioned here, if I show you in my competitive graph, Muse, Focus, Calm, and Mendy target the same market, as you can see, meditation, wellness, but they only have one lobe. One lobe means we can only help with focus. They cannot help you with self-reflective thoughts. That's how you perceive yourself. So they are not a mental health device, whereas we are. And we want to target that one device for everything, for your sleep, for your starting to the end of the day. And that's the strategy that we want to use. Because we believe, like in the European market, we've got this feedback. A brain is a complicated organ, and just this one strap cannot help train it. You need a complicated device for a complicated organ. So that is our strategy. That is our marketing strategy, that you need to kind of unlock the true potential of your mind by creating a balance. And for the balance, you need sensors all across. And
quick question.
Thank you.
You're making fairly bold claims for the device. Is there any sort of certification required here?
Yes. So So sorry, please continue.
No, and what data do you have to back up your claims of efficacy and so forth?
Yes. So just one. I hope you can see my screen still. Okay, so we have CE certification, we have ROHS certification, we have 4 ISO certifications, one out of which is for medical devices, 13485, I think. And regarding the claims, Dr. Sushil Chandra is a scientist G level in DRDO. He has partnered with us, and he's validating our device and constantly providing feedback. Dr. Jeff Tarrant owns Neuromeditation Institute in US, and he is the one who kind of created this idea of that different meditations have different impact on the brain, and one person should do one particular meditation. So he's also our mentor, and these are the people who are kind of validating our device. And similarly, Thomas is Europe's most famous researcher in the field of neuroscience, and our claims are kind of supported by their backing. If you ask me about the papers, then we just started shipping our devices this month. So the papers and the research articles would be available in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, thanks.
Anand, you had a question?
No, sorry, I was just going to ask if something has been asked.
Preeti wanted to ask a question, I believe.
Yeah, Preeti, hi, Preeti.
Hi. I've actually put it in the chat in the interest of time, so that's okay. I've asked them in the chat and they could address it there. Essentially, it was about roadmap, but let's take it over chat because I think for the interest of other startups and their time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Preeti.
Great. Thanks, Priya.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next one. Pooja?
Yes. Can we have Anthony from Joanna's?
Sure. Thank you. Once again, let me
Yeah.
just share screen.
Please share your screen.
Once again.
No, we cannot see your screen right now. Yeah, now it is visible. Please go ahead.
Entire screen. Able to see it?
Yes, we can see your screen. Please start with the presentation. All the best.
Sure. Okay, I'm Anthony, founder of Joanna's Private Limited. So we are looking to raise around 1.5 million USD for our pan-India expansion. So to start with, everyone love food, right? So, but when you're operating in a food business, it becomes more challenging. And many food business, normally what happens is they tend to fail in the first or second year of operations. So what made different from others, and how we achieved almost more than 300% growth rate, and how as a company in the year 2017 we started with adding a revenue of around $10,000 annually, and a company, and now currently we are generating almost like close to $1 million dollar revenue annually. So how it started is we started with a single brand business, that's BIB, and we saw great response growth in the business, and we started expanding to nearby location. And currently we are at 20 outlets. We started from one, now we are in 20 outlets across South India, and we are also launching another part of India very soon. And after great response from BIB, we started experimenting with the different cuisines. Like we started targeting like omelitarian, which always deals with complete eggs, waffle, which deals with all snacks and waffles, pancake, and few Chinese brands like Dragon Box, Wang. So similarly, we work on a lot of food categories after doing a proper AI in that particular locations and seeing the market demand. Our operation side inside the kitchen works purely as a multi-cuisine restaurant who take all the orders from the customer front, we create different brands for different cuisines. This what will happen is this help to reach a wider customer. So the biggest challenge in any food business, especially is in the cloud kitchen model, is a high operation cost, manpower cost, pricing, and competition, etc. What makes different with us is we are almost working on a free rental module. We are currently partnered with big brands like Vadilal, Artenzi, Hi-Fi Meat, in also discussion with many other brands to share our kitchen space. So currently we are earning only through a rental space $2,500 monthly as a rental income, and we are heading to earn $5,000 additional only through rental space. So this what will happen is help us to easily develop 100 outlets pan India, and planning to have around 2,000 online restaurants. And best benefit is there is no geographical challenges, as we will be catering to more cuisines, and each brand will complement others to generate more profit. So that's a short and sweet from Joanna's Food.
Anthony, can you please open your camera?
Thank you, Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, please open your camera, Anthony.
Can you see me?
Yes. Yeah, judges, please ask your questions.
Can you?
So is this a franchise model, or do you own all these locations?
all these outlets are company owned. We are also looking to franchisee model as well. So we have two coming up as a franchisee model soon in India. That is a proper cloud kitchen model. So rest everything is company owned. So we started purely as a from a bootstrap, me and my wife. So it's completely company owned, and now that we are trying to expand it in a bigger way, as we see a huge potential growth because we are working on very low cost operation module, and we are targeting a lot of segments like health and other things. So it's easy for us to expand pan India and expand wider to 2,000 online restaurants. So that's why we are getting into external fundings.
Okay, thank you.
When you say online restaurant, you basically mean these are all dark cloud kitchens, right? You don't have any branded outlets where seated people come and either take out or sit
Yes.
in room dining. This is all
Yeah, there is no
delivery,
dine-in.
local delivery. Is that? So this is all local delivery.
Exactly.
Correct?
We build correct. Exactly. We build brands. We create a dark kitchen module. We create for each locations. We create a kitchen area wherein we focus more on takeaways and deliveries.
Anthony, quick question: is this like fresh food or packaged food, and can it be distributed through vending machines?
No, most of us, everything is fresh food. We also coming as because we have a lot of space and we are improving on increasing on outlets. We are trying to have a packaged food as well. But most of the cuisines and brands are dealing with fresh foods, and some of the brands we are also having a packed foods like pack. We are tying up with some ice cream brands, so wherein we will be giving packed food as well.
Great, thank you.
Hi, Anthony. Greetings from Belgrade. Did like your presentation. Would also like to know more about your competitors and what differentiates you from them, and how you're planning to differentiate your sales and product strategy in terms to be more sustainable in the market. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks for the question. So one, that's what I said. The biggest concern for any food industry is showing up the numbers. If you see our competitors, if you see a lot of people only target on the numbers. They don't see on the profit margin. But we, as a company, from the last 4 years, we've all our ticket size are on a higher side, and we are trying to create a premium brand for customer. So we are creating a perception for customer that, so if you see a lot of competitors, they give like 50%, 60%, 70% discount. They're creating a perception for customers that that food can be gotten for a lesser price. So we, from the past 4 years, we have created a kind of a premium brand. So most of the brands are premium, as we have a lot of scope in economical brand as well. So that's like few brands we're targeting economical, but major brands are pretty on a premium side. So the ticket size are very high. So we are different. One reason is we started on a profit margin from the beginning, not only running behind the numbers. And we are partnering with a lot of shared space. As we have a good space available, we try to work out that as another opportunity to have a low operation cost. So that is helping us to be far better than any other competitors.
Thank you. Thank you very much for answering.
So Gaurav, we have Gaurav for our next question. Gaurav, please go ahead.
Hi, Anthony. Did you say you guys are trying to manage 20 brands from one single kitchen?
Exactly. So the concept, what you're doing is purely like a multi-cuisine restaurant. So what happens in multi-cuisine restaurant, you go there, you get North Indian, South Indian, English, beverage, school, everything. So they place a lot in.
Anthony, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I understand I'm invested in Cloud Kitchen in India, including the operating margins and economics. My question was something different. How many locations do you have right now? Which city are you operating out of?
We are operating in 4 cities: Bangalore, Kochi, Chennai, and Hyderabad. We are soon operating in going to operate in Gurgaon and Delhi.
Great, great. Anthony, what are your gross margins and what is the inventory management looking like?
So we are at the moment close to net margin is around 20% approximately.
20%?
Gross is a little higher, but net 20%, it's very high in the market standard. That's only because it's supporting with we are operating with very low cost operation. We have a lot of experts working on the cost optimization and manpower utilization mainly.
Right. Anthony, I heard you say that your pricing on the menu is quite reasonable and you are trying to convince customers to steer away from discounts, right? Are you using aggregator platforms like Zomato, Swiggy, or something?
So we are in their platform as well as in our own app. I said price not reasonable. Ours is pretty premium. We have both categories. That's the reason the brands. There are some premium brands we already made name that is on a premium ticketing size. There are some brands we are also targeting even economical customer, wherein we want to increase the numbers and touch base all the customers. So different brands, but 60% of our brands are premiumly ticket size, almost average. It's pretty premiumly ticket sized.
And Anthony, what percentage of your revenue is coming from the aggregator platforms versus your own personal apps? Because, if you are in 4 different cities, creating the logistics of the delivery boys is not an easy business model, right? Many have tried it in Mumbai and Delhi just to save the high costs on aggregators. So what percentage of your revenues are coming from aggregators versus your own app? And are the aggregators allowing you to keep the parallel app as well?
One, yes, they allow, and our major thing is we don't deliver. We tie up with third-party companies, so logistic is not in our operational issues. So we only target for third-party like Shadowfax, Dunzo, and there are a lot of companies, Lapido, and they're coming in. We are partnered with those logistic company in each city, whichever the company which has good reach, we partner with them. And aggregators, we have a huge percentage like Swiggy and Zomato. We have a business almost 70-80%. So it's a huge chunk we have with them. Like Amazon has come up, and our delivery mainly is third party and not our own delivery. We don't spend anything only on delivery cost, which saves us. For example, we partner with DotPay in Bangalore for direct delivery. We pay only 3% compared to Swiggy 20%.
And you mentioned that 80% of the revenues is coming from the aggregators, and in spite of that, your net profit margins are staying at around 18 to 20%, correct?
Yeah, that's the main reason is because our operation cost is we work very, I would say, sharply on that. So that's the reason we are able to stay in the market with a high profit margin.
And what is the kind of capital?
Another thing what we do is,
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So another thing, what I was trying to say is, because we have a regular, like from past 4 years, most of our brand have a loyal customers. We see a repeated customers, right? From Zomato, we get data. Swiggy, we don't. So we are trying to push in our own app with third party to at least convert 25 to 30%, to make it like 60-40, 40 to be our own app. So that is what we are driving in at the moment.
And what is the kind of capital you are looking, Anthony, for your next round of growth?
So can we please take it offline for further communication, for further discussion? We can take these questions offline.
Sure, Pooja. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Gaurav.
So we have our next startup, Somnath, and he's representing Cleans24. So Somnath, can we have you online? Can you please share the screen as well?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Please go ahead. Share your screen and please go ahead with the presentation.
Can you see my screen?
Not right now. Can you please try again? Still not visible. Yeah, it is visible now. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, I am Somnath, the founder of Cleans24, India's only map-based 24 hours dry cleaning and upgrading product. Can you imagine how easy life will be if our nearby press wallas, laundromats, there are millions of press wallas and laundromats, dry cleaners are available at our convenience without the hassle of calling several times and dealing in cash. Introducing Cleans24 to you people. There are several problems customer face in this field. Unavailability of press wallas, laundromats at their convenient daytime time. We are unable to track the delivery of unable to verify the credibility and quality of service, no pricing transparency and consistency. On the other hand, there are a lot of problems to the vendors or service providers as well. Lack of digital presence, low capacity utilization, logistical nightmares, order management, and tech adoption. So the solutions we are providing to our customers as well as to our partners. So this is our solutions we provide to our customer. Map-based, easy to find nearby presswalas and laundromats. Smart scheduling via web, app, chat, and call. Tracking of pickup, processing, and drop-offs. Option to choose from service provider with highest review and rating. Digital platforms, so discount and referrals remain same. So there is a transparency. We help our partners to exposure to large number of customers from our platform to increase the number of orders, help in receiving orders via web, chat, messages, and automated call, order tracking and management along with CRM and.
May I request you to not read the slide? Everybody can read the slide. If you can add insights to it, that would be.
Yeah, basically we do have 4 types of business models: Cleans 24 Premium, Logics, Assured, and Smarty. We offer them with multiple solutions: map-based listing on customer app, integrated delivery management, CRM, and chat and voice ordering. So there are 2 types of revenue we are earning from them. We charge commission from our laundry dry cleaning partners as per order basis, and the subscription from Smarty partners like Presswalas. So in India, India and globally, there are 2 types of player: marketplace and franchisor. Marketplace in India are very few players, and we are trying to penetrate this market. Marketplace globally are well-funded companies. In China, Idaxi and 24 Tidy have done pretty well. In USA, Rinse and Cleanly, and in UK, Laundry Hub and Laundro app. Indian market is nearly $40 billion plus. We are trying to obtain a market size of $1 billion plus in next 7 years. Our milestones we started in. Our milestone we started in 2018. We are present in Delhi NCR. We are EBITDA positive. Our revenue in 2019-20 was $0.5 million. Customers served till now is 33K plus, and orders are 60K plus. So current and future.
I would request you to stop, Somnath, please. Your time is over. Please remain the presentation as it is. Judges, please ask the questions.
Thank you.
So Somnath, talk about your marketplace approach.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Can you speak again?
I think you are a marketplace now, right? What are the advantages of being a marketplace?
So the advantage are people can get multiple laundromats and presswalas at their doorstep, can pick up and schedule at their convenient date and time. The pricing is like transparent. In physical system, they give different pricing to different people, like whom they know they give 5% discount, and whom they don't know they give 0% discount. And tracking is also available. You can have the reviews and ratings we are providing, so the quality challenges also reduces.
And you are operational in how many cities currently?
So currently we are operational in Delhi NCR. Now we are moving to Bangalore and Hyderabad in next 3 months.
Any special reason why you are sort of targeting Bangalore and Hyderabad?
So the basic customer segmentation we are targeting is millennials, and the like presswalas and the laundromats. They are facing issues in these tier 1 cities where basically the large number of customers are doing doing the order through their app or web. So they are not tech savvy. So we are providing them with message converted orders.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Somnath. Greetings from Belgrade. Did like your presentation, but we'd also like more to know about your financial forecasts. How are you planning to achieve this revenue model, and of course your costing for the same? Thank you.
So as we were working as a franchisor earlier, we started in 2018. So we are a EBITDA positive company in last 2 financial years. And the current and future milestones as a marketplace, we have already done a revenue of $50K in last 6 months. And already we have partnered with 200 plus partners right now. So even if when we are going to any press wallas or laundromats, like we know there are a lot of people who are partnering like Swiggy and Zomato partnering with restaurants and they are getting a commissions. So in this segment also we can get a commission from this type of players. And there are a huge number, like millions of people, like small press wallas who don't have any digital presence. If we do something for them, better for them, like we are charging just 1,000 rupees or a 1 month, 1 year subscription. So they will be getting the orders from nearby places. They don't need to knock every door every day. So, and they will be getting the orders as they are not tech savvy. So they will be getting orders in the message form.
Thank you.
Any more questions coming from judges? Okay, then we can move to our next starter. We have Khyati Khandelwal to present our next starter, Bikes 24/7. Khyati, can we have you online and can you please start your presentation?
Is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
All right, I'll begin. So in India, pre-owned two-wheelers are the need of the hour. With over 600 million middle-class households, the Indian two-wheeler market is growing with a CAGR of 17 to 18%. The pre-owned two-wheeler market is over a $13 billion market, but is highly unorganized and fragmented and hence hugely untapped. With little standardization, quality control, and documentation, customers are often cheated in pricing and quality. The market is ready for a real change, a real one, and Bikes 24/7 will be the change maker. Good morning, everyone. I am Khyati Khandelwal, co-founder of Bikes 24/7, along with my father, Mr. Krishi Khandelwal, and my sister, Disha Khandelwal. Krishi Khandelwal is one of the founding fathers of the pre-owned two-wheeler industry with over 3 decades of experience and having sold over 50,000 bikes. Disha and I bring on board the digital expertise, sales, marketing, and financial acumen, the best of both the generations. So what exactly is Bikes 24/7? We're a hybrid platform where people can sell their used two-wheelers to us in just under 20 minutes. These are refurbished and certified and ready for sale within just 48 hours. We do not connect buyers and sellers. Scalability will be achieved through getting dealers and franchisees on board on our program, known only to a few. Now, the real challenge in this industry is the pricing of the bike and the supply. Now, the pricing of the bike does not depend only on the year and mileage, but a host of additional criteria known only to the insiders of the trade. This will be built into our website through the pricing engine. Inventory will be maintained through establishing strong partnerships with freelancers, garages, and exchange showrooms, to name a few. With a strong technology backend, a robust marketing plan, and decades of reputation, we have the potential of setting up more than 2,000 franchisees across India and then to similar global markets. Our first step, although, is to expand into Maharashtra, establish a state model, and duplicate it across the country. To ensure long-term stickiness with the market, other services like post-sale servicing, RTO services, new bikes model, accessories, etc. will make Bikes 24/7 a one-stop solution for all two-wheeler needs. This will not only increase our alternative revenue streams, it will also increase our customer lifetime value. This will also give us a competitive edge as there is no other competition or a similar platform that currently exists. Founded in September 2020 with just 2 showrooms in Pune, Maharashtra, we have successfully sold over 500 units, we've bought over 600 units, and have made a total turnover of $336,000, even with 2 months of lockdown and 2 months of partial lockdown. We're looking to raise $800,000, which will fund our expansion for over 4 cities in Maharashtra for the next 18 months. We will also invest heavily in developing a
Khyati, please stop the presentation. Your time is over. So, judges, can we have your questions?
Yeah, hi. Very interesting market. very large market, as you rightly pointed out, and information asymmetry and pricing. It's not an MRP based market, so pricing is a very important, price discovery is very important. There is another very important thing that you did not mention, which is the legal papers and ensuring that the buyer is comfortable in the knowledge of having all the paperwork. Now, it is not true that there is no competition. There is a scaled up player called Credar, which is backed by 8 Roads Capital, Omidyar Network, and other funds. And they have spent a lot of money to really figure out the model, and they have figured it out. And they sell upwards of 1,000 bikes a month. So please do your homework. Don't claim that there is no competition. Having said that, this is a large market, very large market. All the money today is focused on the cars market, whether it is new or used. Even Cars24 is your competition, by the way, and they are bankrolled by hundreds of millions of dollars. Right? So what is your unit economics? How much do you make? How much do you pay? And how much do you make?
Okay, so
and what kind of refurbishing do you do?
Yeah, so just so I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. Yes, there are 2 major competitors, Credar and Cast24, and we're very well aware of them. In fact, my father, Mr. Krishi Khandelwal, has actually mentored Credar when they had started the company back in 2014 when they had entered the Pune market. So, I'm sorry I could not communicate that well. As coming to the unit economics, I think Mr. Krishi Khandelwal will be speaking a little more on that.
On the unit economics, any product that we buy a product, and after refurbishment cost on it, we mark up about 25 to 30% depending on the value of the vehicle, the type of the model of the vehicle. So now,
so what's your typical selling price? Give me actual numbers. What's your typical selling price and your cost?
About 55,000 rupees.
50. What models are you selling?
We sell each model right from a 15-year-old vehicle to the current model. So depending
I get that. But what is moving? What is moving right now? Because for Credor, the average sale price is 35. They make about 7,000 rupees per vehicle. And if they are not selling through their franchisee, they make a little more.
Yeah, mostly selling is the scooter industry and the motorcycle also in the 150 range category, 100 to 150 range category. And on
150 cc. Okay.
Yeah, 100 to 150 cc.
Okay.
And because the new price is about 1 lakh rupees now, so the average the selling price is becoming between 40 and 55,000.
Okay. There are many if you've advised Credor, there are many challenges to scaling up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So get in touch with me outside of this. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Anisha, can we have your question, please?
Yes, hi. I wasn't clear about, so you said you currently have 2 showrooms. So when you're looking at scaling, is it going to be predominantly online, or are you looking at growing through offline model more? Like, what is the split? I wasn't clear about that.
Okay, so we're actually going for a hybrid model. Currently, we have 2 showrooms. One is the company-owned and company-operated showroom, and one is a franchisee-invested company-owned showroom. So now, even though, so according to the Indian market, our majority population, our majority user target base is the blue-collar workers who are not very comfortable, selling or buying online. That is what we've noticed. And so that is the reason why, even though having a physical presence is there, technology will be playing a very, very big role in scaling up. So when I talk about first the physical infrastructure, every city that we expand to will have one company-owned, company-operated showroom, and then will be expanded in that city through franchisee network. But all of this, the scalability, the inventory management, the control, the pricing, the quality, everything will be directed via a strong technological backend. And also, as we start growing, we will also we are already selling online as well. We just launched our beta version of the website, so we're also looking at online sales as well as online purchase as well. But we're just estimating that for now 10 to 15% will only be from the online market, and the rest of it will be through the offline market. because the market needs to still be a little ready. Of course, Credar players are there, but the market is so huge that just one or two players are not enough to even penetrate or bring that standardization into the market. Yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Thank you. And just one feedback, like if when Surya mentioned, I didn't know Cars 24/7 also sells bikes. You may want to reconsider the branding. Then you don't want to get into trouble with trademark and name.
Yeah,
So that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're actually we had actually
applied for trademark long back.
Yeah, we'd already applied for trademark
it was in the month of
November 2019.
And
actually Cars 24 had started 6 to 8 months ago with the name Cars 24 Moto, and just in February 2021 they changed their name to Bikes 24. So the whole trademark issue. So we are aware about that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like in the cars market, in the two-wheeler market, how many people actually exchange two-wheelers when they buy?
Yeah, now looking at the experience, in a new vehicle market, when anybody buys a new vehicle, in that between 15 to 25% vehicles are exchanged for a new one. It's always a trend. If 100 vehicles are sold, 15 to 25 come as a used vehicle in exchange.
Understood. Thank you.
In the used car market, there are prevalent two models actually. If you look at Spenny and if you look at Cars 24, right? One is taking the inventory and selling it out to the brokers, and the brokers then do this, and the inventory moves.
Yeah.
Versus Spenny, which takes the inventory on itself and then goes B2C on the inventory. What do you think will work on the bike market? By the way, bike market also has a lot of competition and oncoming competition, which you might want to look out for.
The bike market, again, a completely refurbished vehicle is what is going to change the game. It's not only aggregating, but buying, refurbishing, and giving a good quality vehicle with warranty. And one more thing, which others are not doing, Credar and Bikes 24, which have Cars 24, they're not buying all the vehicles. We are buying all the vehicles.
Sorry.
My question is a little different. Like refurbishing and testing will definitely be required, but are you going to sell it out to the brokers? Which model is better? Selling it out to the brokers for them to do channel sales, or for you to go direct to customer?
No, it's the inventory model. It's the inventory model. That's what.
Inventory model, that's what.
Yeah,
not through the broker.
My question over there is why? Why do you think the inventory model is better when it can move faster through the broker channel and Cars 24 works that?
Like how Cars 24 did, they went through the broker model, but the problem is that the pricing is very different over there. I mean, not every vehicle is bought by the brokers, and so that becomes a problem. And again, it becomes the inventory model for Cars 24. Because what Cars 24 has done, because not every vehicle is bought. 50 to 60% of vehicles are bought by the broker. But what about the 30-40% which are not bought? So that is the reason, again, it becomes an inventory from broker model.
And
and
then to also add to that, I mean, that we are selling, suppose companies selling to the dealership, but it's actually still not solving the real customer problems that we've realized. Customer problems, like so very he specifically said, the whole paperwork issue. Now what we've realized is, for example, first we take the aggregator model. They're only connecting buyers and sellers. So there is no proper verification that, whether the seller is verified or the buyer is verified. And then the documentation is another one of the biggest hassles. And the majority of the people are not aware about, how the entire transfer of paperwork also takes place. Is the entire transfer actually taking place properly? That is number one. Now with the dealership model.
Kayati, sorry to interrupt in between. We are running out of time as we have more startups to present. So I would request the concerned judges who wants to take the conversation ahead, we can take it in private, right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So our next startup is Denta Mitra, and Dr. Pranjan Mitra is going to present to us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, please share your screen, Doctor. Can we have it on the full screen?
Yes. Yes, is my screen shared?
Yes, this is much better. Yes, we can see. Please start the presentation.
Yes, hello everyone. This is Dr. Pranjan Mitra, an awarded and established medical doctor. My co-founder Satyajit Pradhan is an awarded techpreneur, and we are two childhood friends with more than a decade of experience in dentistry and technology respectively. We have come together to build Dentamitra, the urban club of dental services. India is the fourth largest dental service market after China, with an overall market size of USD 2 billion, with a growth rate of 20% year on year. North America and Europe being the largest. There are lots of pointers like growing number of smartphone users, adoption of health and wellness apps, which indicate that it is going to be one of the biggest market with a CAGR of 7.34% during the forecasting period of 2017 to 2030. Unemployment of the dentist has been the major problem. Out of 270,000 registered dentists, more than 27% are unemployed. And adding to that is the recent pandemic that has forced closure of many dental clinics, surging the unemployment. Also, there is no exclusive platform for dental patients with an instant access to dentists and dental services. So, we are bringing patients and dentists with or without clinics under one umbrella and let patients get dental services at their doorstep in a suitcase trolley through an AI ML powered app. For patients, we have a robust dental app with book on demand 13 plus dental services to doorstep and self-check oral diagnosis tool. For providers, we have easy registration and option to take on rent, the portable dental kit to set up digital clinic at 5x lesser investment than physical clinic. We also help them make more money with verified leads along with the promotional support from Dentamitra. We generate revenue by fees for service, commission basis, dentist registration fees and renewal, portable clinic on rent, selling of dental materials and advertising commissions. We have served more than 3,500 patients within the 11 months and have 100,000 reach on social media and generated a revenue of more than 27,000 USDs. Here are the images of our app and the portable dental unit. We are growing month on month and aim to make oral healthcare easily accessible and affordable. Thank you, everyone.
So thank you. Doctor, can we have the question from judges?
Yes, this is Surya. Great service, much needed. Unfortunately, dental care is low on Indians' priority. So you have a big behavioral challenge that you've got to address. Unlike the US and the West, where people go regularly for, dental checkups and so on, India, that is not the case. It is very low on their healthcare priorities, unlike, say, vision or other stuff. So this is a challenge you're going to face as you scale up. That is the reality of this.
Hello.
Yeah, so how do you unless you have a counter view that you can back with data, I would like to hear that. Yeah.
Yes, that is why, sir, we started before the launch of our app 6 months before. We had already started with the social media platform making awareness. So we officially launched in July, and 6 months before through our social media platform, we are making aware of the various dental awareness, and also we have conducted various dental events.
Hi, this is Satyajit Pradhan, the co-founder and CEO of Dentamitra. Adding to what Doc said, that we had prior to our launch, we had conducted many awareness programs and also events conducting on educating on people on the oral healthcare awareness. But the COVID scenario has changed the perception of the people towards the healthcare. And the numbers that have struck in this pandemic, because we launched last year in July 2020, and in this 11 months we have served more than 3,500 patients, and the feedbacks that we have been receiving is overwhelming. And adding to that is the increased number of adoption to the health and wellness apps. People are now aware, are now concerned about their healthcare, and that includes your oral care as well. And that's why the companies like Tutsi, they are also doing they are also growing on that. And also adding to that, one more factor I would say is that smartphone users and the technology adoption in the urban areas, and we are also partnering with the clinics, and where we're providing them with the verified leads. So I think the scalability is huge, because we have every year almost 150,000 dentists pass on every year, and they get licensed. So we have an option to bring on those licensed dentists with or without clinics to our platform.
There is a glut of dentists in India.
Right.
That is the sad fact. Unlike other doctors, they have not been able to manage the supply.
Yes, yes.
There is a huge glut,
Exactly,
and the
sir.
dentists are hurting for. They can't make ends meet.
That's where we are targeting on. That, like in our slide we mentioned, the dentist to population ratio currently is 1:30,000. And then there are reasons. There are n number of reasons. Like if a dentist graduates a year, setting up a physical clinic, the investment required is huge. And also, and in the urban areas, it's a saturated market where they don't get opportunity in terms of practice and all. So, and in the rural areas, the oral health awareness is a challenge. So there are a lot of hurdles that we are addressing, and that's where we are building a platform to bring the patient and the dentist with or without clinics on one umbrella. And the person and the dentist who is without clinic can procure the portable dental equipment from us and become a digital dentist and start his own practice. And also he will get leads and marketing and business tool assistance from us. And secondly, if a doctor have a clinic, he can also make some additional money through becoming a digital dentist, or he can get his clinic business going through the leads that we are providing to him, and along with the business tools and marketing assistance.
So we will have our next startup. Any more questions from any more judges? Okay, we are moving to the next one. Thank you, doctor, for presenting to us. So we have our next. Yeah, thank you. So we have our next startup, Origin Connect, and Ajit Jangle is going to present to us. So Ajit, can you please share your screen?
Yeah, thanks, Pooja.
Thank you.
I got advantage of understanding what is not working right and wrong. So I just put on the PowerPoint form and hope I'm audible. Yeah.
Yes, it is great. So you can go ahead.
So thanks for this opportunity. My name is Ajit Jangle, and I'm a CEO and co-founder of Origin Connect. There was a news in the Times of India that agriculture waste is India's problem #1. And if you dig down deeply, I think fortunately we are surplus, but still 194 million Indians sleep hungry. And that is mainly because of the agri wastage with $13 billion US. I'm a supply chain professional for the last 20 years and CEO of 5 different MNCs in India as well as overseas. And I believe that we can convert this huge problem into huge opportunity. The waste is because of inefficient supply chain infrastructure, limited customers, and the rate vagaries. And we are solving this problem by optimizing agri-value chain globally by having the right B2B marketplace, quality sourcing, and pool-based efficient supply chain. We started MVP with these 3 commodities with the customer is wholesaler with the as-is model, and we explore the problem of quality, rate, and the shelf life, which we are solving by the grading, stock at source, and the refer transportation. We also started with the DC, which is distribution center, so we can time the market. Now we explore that his whole ecosystem is about the trust and about the cash flow. So we collaborated with the NBFCs and innovated model of trade financing, where the 16 days, there will be a no interest charge to our customers, and this is going very well. We also built this whole service into the B2B platform so that we can transform this whole process by commission to order. So we can bypass mandis and all intermediaries and supply the wholesalers directly from the source. Because of the distribution center, we can do value addition and supply to the all market segment. Our key focus going to be as an export, mainly with the Indian subcontinent, Middle East, and the Singapore. I work for the global companies. I have a network at least in the 50 countries, which you can bring to the table. And then the critical part is that we are building a forecasting model which is based on the AI and ML, which is very critical. And that is the differentiator from all these competitors today. They are managing with the only few customer segment. We are managed all the customer segment. And the beauty is we converted our competitors as our customers. Our B2B marketplace looks like this. More than the technology, my co-founder is 13-year plus into the on-ground trading, agri-trading market. So we built the whole behavioral science and the trust factor into this, which will be a very unique. With a 3 commodity itself, the TAM is 15 billion. Once we establish this model, we can go to 50 plus with the domestic and global. The market size will be 50 billion. We had about 0.7 million of revenue with unit positive. We'll break even in F24, but we aspire to cross 188 million by F27. We are raising about
Ajit, the time is over. Please stop.
Yep.
So thank you for your presentation. So judges, can we have the questions? Do we have any questions for Ajit?
So Ajit, this is Subrata here. So which stage you are in currently?
The head office is Mumbai, but we source from 4 states of north, and our markets is about 5 states of south.
Okay, and you are planning to expand beyond India as well, right?
Absolutely. For the Indian subcontinent, we already have a channel partner in Sri Lanka. We Middle East in Dubai, which I worked for 5 years. So I have a network, and we established the channel partners to start with Dubai. We already got order which we are processing, and the Far East starting from Singapore.
Thank you.
What are your margins?
So when the current model which we are working on, the margin is about from the 5 to 6%, because we are managing only one format of commission with the wholesaler. With the order and the Horeca and the retailer, the margin goes to 15 to 18%.
Gaurav, can you have your question, please?
Ajit, if the margins on the Horeca and other orders retail markets can be 15 to 18%, what would it take for you to get there to target that market and that segment? Number one. Number two, there is a little discrepancy between the intent of your project versus what you're trying to achieve, right? I think you mentioned at the start of the project that the hunger thing, there is lack of supply of food. I think there are many other factors at play. At the same time, your business model also focuses on domestic and international markets, but that's neither here or there. That's totally fine. But what would it take for you to reach to the target markets? And with your current wholesale markets, if you are avoiding the supply chain, why is it that the margins are 5 to 6%? And how are the farmers benefiting by working with you?
Okay. I need a little more time to explain this because this is quite complex, and thanks for this question, Gaurav. The challenge is that currently is a complete commission model. So there's a little scope for the value addition, and that's the reason there is a lesser margin. What we are going is completely to from commission to the order, which is a transformation change in agri trading system, and by which we are adding more services like trade financing. We are adding to the whole supply chain. It is not only just connecting. It is about the connecting the people as well as managing the supply chain where we can get more margin. Answer to your specific question about going to retail, Kiranas, Horeca, that model we are already ready because we have a distribution center, and now we are managing the value addition by grading, sorting, and packaging. So that we are starting. So we are almost ready to go for that target, since we not put the yellows there because it is just in the MVP stage. Coming to your second comment about hunger, this is also about the cost of the food. It is not only the availability. With this model, when there's a reduction in the waste, there will be a good supply. The good supply will tone down the market rates, and these market rates, when they tone down, is affordable to most of the people who cannot afford today. And so that's why
let me give you a practical example, right? The onions in Latur and Aurangabad market are running approximately at $70 a ton, the farmer that sells it out, right? So about 4,500 to 5,000 rupees a kg, a ton, which is about 1,000 kgs, 2,000 pounds. What would be your selling price in the wholesale markets from that? And also, the agri-chain model in India, at least, is very sensitive to the challenges the farmers are facing. Since you guys have been in revenues, can you just walk me through? And I very well understand the logistical supply chain efficiencies in the agri-tech sector here in the Indian markets. Can you walk me through how this pricing would work through you guys?
See, there are two parts of it, and that's why I mentioned in that my model where I seen that what exactly we are trying to do. The first thing is about the quality which we are trying to do at the source area. Then, as you mentioned about the places like the onion with Latur, we are also sourcing from the similar areas, but we are stocking it at the right point. And that's the reason the forecasting model is very, very critical, which we started. We got the data of 5 years, Gaurav. And for that forecasting, we can able to say when to sell and when to buy. And that's the reason we can adjust the price. We also tried the reefer transportation, which is the first time in India somebody done for the potato. And we are getting a premium of 15% because we are increasing the life of the potato at the retailer stage by 15 to 20 days. So these are the small innovations. So I know this is a quite challenging market, and that's the fun because that is giving us an opportunity to experiment whatever the supply chain I know, whatever my co-founder done in last 15 years on the field, as well as the somebody from our team in the Infosys who building this thing. So app is not the differentiator. The whole the psychology, behavior, and the nuances on the ground, building in that particular B2B platform is our USP.
Thank you, Ajay.
Can you have Parag, your question, please?
Yes. Do the farm laws help you or hinder you?
Is absolutely help us. And because the whole government is pushing to break this whole intermediaries, because the intermediaries suck about 35% of the value. When we are bypassing that, the 35% value we can share with the ecosystem, including the Origin Connect. And that's the reason the profitability is going to increase over the period of time. Second thing is when this is going to be waste, because there's a huge supply, because fortunately India is surplus in few agri commodities. The challenge is we are not getting the global market because of the visibility issue and because of the intermediaries. This particular platform will be available that anybody in the remote place of village can think about exporting to Dubai through our sources. And we are not only connecting, but we are doing the financing, we are doing the storing, logistic, supply chain, as well as the whole documentation for them, so that we are enabling each and every farmer in India to even think about exporting overseas.
Okay, thank you. Time is up. Thank you for your presentation, Ajit. I would request the next startup, One Money.
Sorry, hang on. I do have an important question here.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Pooja. Just a simple observation. You need to help me understand the roadmap for inclusion here. On your management board, I don't see a single woman. And I know myself that out of the 1.3 billion population, there are quite a few qualified women out there. You can let me know in chat, but I need you to start thinking about inclusion of more women into your supply chain, into your operations and everywhere else.
I will give an answer in the 10 seconds. We have a 4 lady members in the team who is working in the customer service and sourcing area.
Right. So then it should reflect, and probably that number can go up a bit more, because if you compare that in percentage, I don't think that is even 2% or 3% of the entire thing, So let's take this in chat, but I need you to start thinking about inclusion of more women, please. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Priti.
Thank you, Pooja. Can you move on to the next? Thank you, Priti.
Yes, we should move to the next startup, One Money, and Mahindra is going to present to us. So Mahindra, can we have you online? Yeah. Please maximize it.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible to us. Please start your presentation.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Mahendra. I'm representing One Money. We are a fintech startup offering banking and financial services to general public. So briefly, we can be termed as MasterCard for masses. So what does the term MasterCard for masses exactly mean? So it so happened one day wherein I had to transfer a salary of my domestic wage. Although she owned a Jandan account, she preferred having cash. When I questioned her why, she explained me her plight inside, the helplessness inside that was existing inside a bank. To deposit her money, she had to fill in a challan. To withdraw the money, she had to fill in a challan. And apart from that, today digitalization is limited only for the classes of people who have active bank account and smartphone. Whereas 63% of Indians residing in the rural sector and with a very low internet penetration in this rural segment, there is a very clear cut answer why cash is still a king. So to come up to overcome this challenge, we wanted to come up with a solution wherein we can digitize a person even without having a bank account or smartphone. So what we did, we made all the identity cards like Aadhaar card, PAN card, and voter ID alternative to cash and credit and debit cards. So that even without having a bank account or a smartphone, making use of your identity cards, you can just make the digital transactions. For this kind of a product, what is the current market? Although there are so many pays out there, this pay, that pay, here pay, there pay, not even a single pay has penetrated the transportation market, wherein 400 million people travel in India alone. So we have already tied up with the APSRTC as well as TSRTC in Hyderabad to introduce this cashless and paperless digital ticketing system, so that passengers can use their own identity card to travel inside these buses. So this is our primary market, and the secondary market is the 4 billion people who are still unbanked in the eastern as well as Indian market. So this is our market size. As you know, all the biggies out there who have raised billions together are our primary competitors. And to compete against this kind of a biggies, we have aligned our product in such a way that our product functions with and without smartphone, with and without internet, with and without cards, and with and without POS machines. So unlike our competitors, we are not charging percentage-based charges. We charge 1 rupee per transaction, irrespective of value and volume. And we are a decentralized system wherein all the identity details are maintained in the blockchain platform. So this is a competitive product what we have come up with. As a part of business model, we are generating revenues out of advertisements, e-commerce affiliation, interest on the float that is being maintained in the nodal account, and we even generate revenues out of FLDG and CCGF commission, and we make upselling and cross-selling also one among our revenue model. As you know, $1 is a CAC that we are planning to we have already spent upon. So the LTV is 26,500, and the ratio between CAC and LTV is 18 used to 665, which is like very, 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 very attractive. So the investment, we are here to raise 500k USD. With the 500k USD, we'll be able to launch our this particular technology in just 10 cities of Indian pan India. So we will be
Time
able
is
to
up. Please stop the presentation. Thank you. Judges, can we have your questions, please?
Hi there.
Can you just give
no worries. Yep.
No. Just wanted to understand how this works. So let's say I am a poor Telugu person in Hyderabad, and I don't have a smartphone, and I have my Aadhaar card.
Okay.
How do I use this? And I want to go from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. What is the use case? Can you please just explain?
Okay, so you just walk into any of the bus stop wherein you will be having a registered kiosk. You just give your Aadhaar card. We'll register your Aadhaar card with your KYC, and you might just recharge your Aadhaar card with 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, whatever the ticket value it is. So we'll just recharge your Aadhaar QR code with 500 rupees and 1000 rupees, and we'll just send you inside the bus, so that you can just present your Aadhaar card to the conductor, and he'll just debit the money from your Aadhaar number to the RTC's current account. So that even without issuing any paper tickets or anything as such, your Aadhaar card itself will function as a ticket.
I see.
Hi there. I would like to know more about your expected sales in the next 5 years. To explain us a bit more about your sales forecast. How are you planning to achieve it? And I would appreciate if it would be in US dollars, because I don't know what is the currency rate between your currency and the US dollars. So would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for your question, Mr. Gacho. So with the current rate of the progress what we are making, we'll be able to achieve this revenues. So as per the projections what we have internally, we'll be able to generate close to around 2 billion of revenues by end of 5 years.
2 billion US dollars?
Yes, 2 billion US dollars.
Okay.
So do you have developed strategy in terms of sales? How are you planning to achieve this market? Yeah, I mean and how do you see the reaction from the competitors? Is it possible to copy your business model, or generally would be easier for you to reach the market with your current strategy?
Yes, as per the go-to-market strategy, as I showed you earlier, we have already tied up with the two governments, that is like the APSRTC as well as TSRTC governments. So in APSRTC, we are having close to around 65 lakhs of customers traveling in buses. So in TSRTC, we are having close to around 45 lakh people traveling in the buses. So both combined go-to-market strategy is going to give us almost close to around 1 million customers in South India alone. So this is our go-to-market strategy, what we have come up with. With respect to coming to the, copying of our technology, or, coming up with the alternative of our technology. So as this screen shows, these cards are used only for certain purposes. So say suppose a Visa card or MasterCard, it is only used for transaction. Whereas in our case, this identity card is used for several other purposes. So you can use the identity card for identity authorization purpose. He can use the same identity card as a ticket to travel inside buses. He can use the same identity card to make it function as a passes. He can use the same identity card as a petroleum card or fuel card, and the same identity card can even be used as a passport card. Say suppose I travel from India to UK and I have already established One Money in UK. He can use the same identity card in UK as well. So the diversified usage of this identity cards without being used, without being a need for a person to carry multiple cards, is a unique value proposition what we are having it over here. So to copy our technology, yes, obviously it takes time, but not to the extent of replacing our technology on a whole. So this is a uniqueness what we have come up with.
Thank you
very much.
Okay, thank you. Our next startup is Almond Solutions, and we have Abhinav Jain to present the startup. So Abhinav, can you please come online and share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me all?
Yes, we can hear you.
My screen?
And yes, we can see your screen as well. So,
okay, time starts now.
Yes.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Abhinav. I am the CEO and co-founder of Almond Solutions. We are a digital experience solutions company. The big opportunity I want to highlight today is actually super accelerated by the global trends that we have seen in the last couple of years. Most importantly, shift in consumer behavior, a transition from offline to online, increased penetration of smartphone and 5G worldwide, and the power of data, which is being generated by the experiences delivered on video, virtual and digital platforms. We call them digital experiences, which are the future of work, events, activations, and engagements. And as per research and market, it's a $300 billion market with a CAGR of 33%. Trends and exchange even extended to a $700 billion+ market in next 10 years. Before I talk about the products, we are very proud to share that we have also bagged 5 Guinness Book of World Records for hosting world's largest digital experiences on our platforms. Almond, an abbreviation for activating last mile on digital, is a suite of digital experience solutions. And some of our hero products are a virtual and hybrid events platform, Vertex, which is India's most customizable, secure, and scalable platform. We have hosted 100+ worldwide conferences, large scale. When I say overall, we have hosted 350+ events. Wingage, which is a video and audio engagement platform, empowering brands to create digital communities in internet agnostic ways with gamifications, rewards. We have done approximately 10 million+ engagements on these platforms last year. We also have an automated webinar platform, instant gratification and reward platform. And 2 of our aspirational products are WeCommerce, a virtual commerce platform, and Wider, a personalized video platform. Our traction has been amazing. With 70+ clients, 80% repeat and referral. We have hosted 200+ experiences and overall 500 million+ experience takers have touched on the platform. Our work is loved by from the World Bank to the Hyundai, from Guardian to UNICEF, Coca-Cola to Nestle. The worldwide brands love us and they use us in very innovative ways. While we have received a lot of awards, we are very proud of our philanthropic work with State of Punjab, where we bag Director Generals of Honor. We are also recognized by Startup India. The key competitive advantage that we have, that we are extremely fast to market, 35%, 25% cost-effective platforms, and 100% customization compatibility. Our numbers were amazing. We did $1.2 million in sales last year. With 6 reasons and partnerships, we can go beyond $24 million this year. Overall, $300 million in less than 5 years. The team is fully equipped, from business enablers to technology, from companies like Paytm, JetBlue, and Practos. Our competitors are very different than us. We are very stronger in terms of gamifications, rewards, 360 solutions, and hybrid. Our ask is for $4 million, and that will be used on product tech and business expansion. Finally, thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'll be open here for the questions.
Thank you, Abhinav, for presenting. I would request the judges to ask their questions. Do we have any questions from judges for Abhinav?
How many customers do you have currently?
We have 70 plus clients, 80% repeat and referral. Though we have worked with 200 plus clients, but they are not my direct client, because as per our business model, we also have direct agency partnerships, and we give them a reseller model where they directly give it to their clients.
And they are located in India and around the world?
Currently, yes. And so currently they are in India, and our expectation is, because these experiences are language specific, there is a barrier where people want to speak to them in their own language. So we want to expand it to 6 regions. We have already started in conversation with Middle East in Dubai. We have already started in conversation with Singapore-based company, and we already have office in Africa. Our extension will be for Europe and US shortly.
Thank you. Parag, your question, please.
Yes, Abhinav, see, most of us believe that focus is a good thing, isn't it? You, on the other hand, are doing a Zoom-like product as well as Hobilio-like product, etc., etc. So help me understand the thinking behind that.
Sir, actually, focus depends on the engagements that you drive. It's not just a virtual event that we are talking about, which is a Zoom. What happens, there are 3 types of event. Let me just quickly show you something. There are 3 types of opportunities that we talk about. One, which is a Zoom opportunity, which is 10% of the market. Then there is a custom events. Think of the Miss World event, which has to be hosted physically. And then there is a hybrid events, which is where it's fast to market, personalized. Imagine conferences and all. So this is a 75% of 5 lakh crore rupees opportunity, if you look at it. How do we create focus? Is through engagement. So what happens, like the Wingage, which is a platform, we created 1.5 lakh painters on this platform through the digital community, where we interacted with them for 1.5 million plus engagements in matter of 4 weeks. And what has happened is that Asian Paint, which was the brand, trying to reach out to these painters, were not able to get them on board to talk about their product. With these kind of events, help them do that. And they were happy because in between the videos, we were showing, asking some questions, asking about something. And by that, we were also learning, how this painter knows about the product. Does he actually understand the real qualities of this product? And they were spending time because we were also gratifying them in the end. Hey, you answered 4 out of 5 questions correct. Here is a 40 rupees instant Paytm cashback for you. So that is how you have to curate a complete experience. Focus comes when the content is powerful, the engagement seamlessly delivered, and there is some reward to attend this thing.
Now, let me ask you a question, which is the exact opposite of the previous one.
Please.
Which is, what will it take to expand this to online education, which today is completely screwed up with just Zoom-like, where learning outcomes are terrible.
Sir, I'm very glad that you
forget about
asked
the experience.
I'm glad that you asked this question. We are already doing that with the clients like Hindustan Coca-Cola, with the clients like UNICEF, Unilever, where they are using this product for e-education and training their employees, partners, drivers, and other people. So this product.
I'm talking about K-12. I'm actually talking about K-12, which is obviously a much bigger market.
Sir, this is the product that we are working on. We have a roadmap that we have created because the usage of our product can be from anywhere to anywhere. And this is our product roadmap that looks like. If you look at it, that we are already talking about something called 5X and O2A experience, which is actually taking offline classes to online experiences through data-driven engagements.
Because if you build something like that and gets traction,
yes,
Mr. Baiju Ravindran will be knocking on your door, right?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
But this is obviously a very important problem across the board.
Yes.
How do you make effective digital experiences, group experiences?
So I'll share some insights with you. As an average of a 2.5 hour long conference, the person focuses for not more than 38 minutes. And you can increase this by popping up with something that makes them engaging. We worked with a project for a education company, actually, I'm glad we are talking about them, in which after every small session, they were asking some feedback in terms of, these were the 5 things we talked about. What are the most important factors that you would like to vote on? And they were voting it. When they were voting, we were also realizing what sort of things can be done. That is one thing. Second, the power of data through these platforms can change the way. While we are talking about conferences, imagine a company like IBM, which hosts thousands of webinars in every region every year. But they never knew. They used to do these things in physical space, but now they do it virtually, where in every webinar now they know what sort of engagements that the attendees have. And by doing that, they were able to actually retarget these attendees in a different way. One of the other example I'll give you, which we did for a virtual event.
Once again, who's the current market leader
in this space
today?
So the market leader, if I have to target, is On24. It's a US based company, but
I know. So On24 is doing this. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. But the difference here is that they are not pretty much customizable. We made it so customizable that from any usage to any expectations, we can customize it in matter of hours, if not days.
Okay. Hi, Abhinav.
Hi, Geju.
Hi, I would just ask you a bit more as a business who is operating around 3 years. I would like to know more about your sales forecast in detail because I see that you have acquired around 1.15 millions for the last year. Can you explain me more? Why are you so sure that you're going to reach it to 24 million in 2021 and progressively in the next 5 years? Can you be a little bit more detailed about that?
Absolutely. There are multiple reasons. Right now, we are just operating from one city and we have faced challenges because we do not have office in other cities because people want to know about these virtual experiences. And there is a language which is a barrier, which has always been there. Now we have started our office in Mumbai and we have already started seeing the local regional events coming to us for hosting these events in a virtual space. Similar thing is actually when we think of European countries, especially let's say talk about Barcelona, Germany, France, the language plays a very important role in getting more clients. And that's the reason, not just us, all the other platforms like Cvent, Jubileo, they all have global offices to make sure that the local customers are being reached. That's where location plays a very important role in this entire exercise. However, when you are there, the entire services can be done from anywhere across the globe. But the first touch base needs to happen when you are there. And that's where location is important for us. In Africa, we have already started seeing great traction. Last year, we did not have office there, but now we have a partnership-based office there. And we have already started receiving requests to host virtual experiences. And just to be very clear, Aman is not just about virtual experiences or events. It's just one product. We have Wingage, which is applicable for worldwide companies. Imagine when you cannot talk to a retailer in a tier 3 or tier 4 village, how do you still engage them about a new product that you are launching? They are not on social media yet. They are very low on digital engagements as such. You can have a promoter going out there, but you still need to have a video engagement platform that is super.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Time is up, Abhinav. We can take it offline.
Yes.
And I would request the other judges.
Thank you, Abhinav, for your thorough answer.
Yeah, thank you all the judges for questions, and thanks Abhinav for the presentation. I would request next startup, Social Fame, Rahul Kumar to present his presentation. Please share your screen. Yeah, it is visible now.
It is visible now?
Yes, it is visible now and you're perfectly audible. Please go ahead with the presentation.
So good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Rahul Kumar, along with Mushahid also joined. So other co-founder of the Social Fame. So basically, Social Fame is a data-driven influencer marketing platform which helps business to discover the correct influencer for the brand promotions. So in the recent past, we can see the creator economy has evolved. So owing to the increase in the social network user and influencers also. So this increase led to the rise of demand of influencers by the business of our brand promotions. So coming to the problem, so by this sudden growth of the number of influencers led to a very cluttered and unorganized market of influencers. And not only unorganized market, but the increase in influencer number has also led to fake influencers. So currently business are not able to use this large pool of authentic influencers, and they are not able to target the niche audience and fail to monitor the influencer marketing campaign performance. So here comes the Social Fame. So where in Social Fame, we are helping the business to explore this large pool of influencer data to find a suitable influencer for the marketing campaign by matching the audience quality using ML search algorithm. We are also daily monitoring the activity of around 7 million plus influencers and organizing the influencer data set using machine learning and deep data and making it market ready for the business. So coming to the product, so this is our product, is a SaaS-based platform. Here a business can discover influencer, can check influencer insight, can create campaign, can manage campaign, can connect to the influencer from the dashboard, and can check the live campaign insights, and many more features are there for them. So talking about the market size, so if we talk about the influencer market size, that is around TAM is around $13.8 billion worldwide. However, the digital market size is around $300 billion, and this is growing at a rate of around 40%, this influencer marketing business. So currently we are focusing India market size around $200 million. However, we have customers from other countries also. And this business scenario is basically led by marketing agency, and the platform business is only right now 3%. So there is a huge gap and huge opportunity for us. Coming to traction, so we have around 50 plus brand already we use Social Fame, and we have around 42,000 direct influencer registrations, and we have 7 million plus influencer data which we are monitoring daily. And we generated till now around revenue of 250,000. We started in 2019, and last year our revenue grew double, that is around 1.12 million, around 160,000 USD, and we are customer for 4 plus country. So competitions, talking about competition, this platform-based competition is very less in India, and we have very huge opportunities also from the competitors. So these are all associated brands, and already Tencent, InDrive, Honor are using our platform. So team is like Mushahid is co-founder, and me also co-founder, and we have advisor. And we are looking after for 600,000 for early stage round, and a pre-money valuation of $3 million. So from our side.
Thank you, Rahul, for your presentation. Can we have the questions now?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, what's your revenue model? How does it work?
So revenue model is basically two model we are right now active. That is, one is SaaS-based model where we are charging for the platform around 1,000 USD to 10,000 USD from monthly to annual. And then second model is the service model where we have a total margin of around 30%. So we are charging fee from the influencers and also from the brand for running the campaigns.
Okay, thanks.
Any?
Rahul, what's your 5-year revenue projection? Can you please quickly give a flavor?
So our 5-year revenue projection is like for the next year, we are trying to grow to around in USD, if we talk about, to around $5 million in next 3 years. And after that, for the next 2 years, we are going to double that revenue. That is our plan.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Pooja, let's move on to the next one. If there is no.
So we have our next startup, Yuva Pay, and Prashant Naik. He will be presenting to us. So Prashant, can you share your screen?
I think, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Prashant.
So guys, able to see the screen, right?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Very good afternoon. Myself Prashant. I'm the founder at UOPay. We are a neo-banking platform for unbanked and unconnected populations. So looking that currently the banking access is a human right, having almost 5.3 billion unique mobile subscribers, currently almost 1 billion population still have unbanked. There is a two type of bank. One is physical presence and another one is a digital bank. So physical bank, like, is the people, it is not convenient. People has to travel um, minimum 3 to 5 months to access the banking services, and this has a huge cost. And coming to the digital banking services, all these mobile banking solutions need an internet connectivity, and everyone is depending on the smartphone. So coming to this opportunity, we have developed the UberPay platform both the smartphone and the feature phone, where people can access the basic banking services like micro savings, micro payments, micro insurance, and even micro credit. And also we're having an e-collection platform where people can access all the services in a single platform and even seamlessly without internet connectivity. So we're having a patent pending technology. We can onboard multiple services in a single platform, and people can have these all the services, even one-time registration with internet, and post that all the transaction can be done without internet connectivity. And if you look at that, how we are different from the existing players, like I think neo banking is a future. Actually, most of the banks want to go for a cost reduction. So like UOPay is going to be a technology driven bank where even without internet, like even smartphone and even app also not required, we can go with the last mile population, and we can get into the last mile population into digital footprint part. And we recently did a pilot with a Visa for offline card. We are actually India global first player where bank-to-bank transaction, card-to-card transaction, wallet, and even offline QR code, where people don't need internet for accessing all these transactions here. And in the recent pilot with the Central Bank of India, we adopted 5 villages, and with a part of Visa platform, we enabled the offline card solution, the contactless card, and we are almost did a transaction of 45,000 transaction offline, and we are aiding the website from the RBI for the next revolution here. And regarding the growth, we have almost grown 60 times from the last, I think, from the launch year. And we are raised so recently the pre-seed fund from Germany and USA, and fourth seed, we are already grown almost 7 times here. And the currently MRR is somewhere like $28,000, and we have currently posting the GME of almost 12 million. Adding to that, we are already capturing 4 million rural data, that is Indian data, and we are going like a 20% month-on-month basis. And now we are looking almost 5 million pre-series round, and in that almost 50% is committed by existing investors, and it's from the Germany and US. And the fund is used for especially the like onboarding multiple platform, and also we having a SaaS model, especially for targeting emerging countries like Africa, Southeast Asia, and MENA region, where we already onboarded 2 clients in Africa, where we are giving a white label solution for them, and it's a joint venture model, and we are charging initial setup cost, and there is a revenue model will be there. Adding to
Prashant,
that,
please stop.
yeah.
Your time is up. So can we have the judges for questions?
Who are your current investors who committed 2.5 million?
Incisive Venture from US, and there is a main stage from Germany.
I see.
Any other question from judges?
So, Prashant, this brother here, what's your 5-year projection? Where you want to go to in the next 5 years?
So currently we're having a platform revenue is almost $12 million in a month, and first infusing the fund, we are planning to go to the almost 60 million. We are already having a strong partnership because our go-to-market strategy is B2B acquisition. We are having a strong use case, especially with the B2B, like we can enable our last mile collection solution for most of the B2B solution, and also international growth. Like we are having a ready plug and play solution. It will reduce the go-to-market for existing players by 2 to 3 months. Adding to that, there is, if you look at that, India, we having a multiple banking partner right now. Started with one bank, now we are going with multiple banks where we having a strong C2G collection. It helps onboarding the rural customer base. And there is one more thing is like the UPI is a game changer. So if you look at that last month data, we are in the top 15 position. Like almost low ticket size, like we are average transaction value is 300, and it is almost $5, and we process almost 2 million transactions. Okay, so this is exactly the driving we is planning here. And also like the current multiple services, like we are targeting the rural market, and we are understanding their spending behavior. On the base of the spending transaction or spending in the platform, we are enabling multiple services. We are earning a multiple interchange revenue from the banking side.
Thank you.
Can you share the team page, please?
Yeah, yeah, this is exactly the team. So we're having a core technology team. So plus we have a 25 members team, and myself and Roshan and Praveen, we and Akshat, we have worked for the previous company. We started prior to this UAPay, we started with one man tech and infrastructure startup, and we are exited with the startup, and we started with UAPay in 2016 with the motivation from the digital initiative and even the strong the potential for the growth rural market. And advisory board, of course, we having international advisor Martin. He's from the US. He was investors, and even Brand Mac. He was a founder at Export Dojo again US. And Sven Egner from the Germany. And again, we are setting our venture in Germany, Frankfurt. Again, we are in talking with Fidelity, and we are almost closing the deal with the Fidelity for European and Germany expansion here.
Thank you.
Hi there. I would like also to ask a bit more about security of your applications, since you're communicating with various financial institutions. How secure is your app?
See, of course, we need to adhere with all the regulations, like especially in India, if you want to go for law, because what exactly the technology we are using is the secure data compression protocol. We have using the end-to-end encryption protocol, and we having a data compression, like we reduce every transactional data almost 99%. Okay, so of course we having app security is already integrated, and we did a initial hackathon to beat the transaction data, everything, but it was not successful right now. And as I said, we are having an end-to-end security for this transaction model here. And we are also complying
Thank you. Thank you. I would just add a bit more. I'm curious about how are you planning to diversify your risks? I mean, your business risk in terms if your revenue starts to fall out in the next 5 years, aside of the forecast. Do you have you developed it to your business plan? Do you have alternative strategy in terms to differentiate yourself from the market?
Perfect. If you look at that, we are a strong use case in the B2B segment. Exactly. Currently, we are expanding our solution for C2G market. We help e-governance department in India. There is almost 250,000 department is there. And this covers almost 6 lakh villages. Okay. So we help them in last mile collection part. And using this C2G model, we are indirectly acquiring the customers, because our customer acquisition cost is very, very low compared to the existing players. And also our average revenue we are earning from the household is like somewhere like currently is $1.8 right now. And also like currently what happened, we are selling multiple banking services for a customer. And also we having a huge revenue source from the e-governance solution, where we are because we are the first player in this e-governance solution part, and with the help of them, and also like B2B usage case, where in the last mile remote collection also we can reduce the completely human barrier here, like without any human intervention. We help B2B clients in collection part, and also even without internet connectivity here. So there is a huge opportunity in the grassroots level.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prashant. So it's time for results now.
Yeah, so judges, please complete your rating. We have about a minute or so to complete your rating. In the meantime, Parag, would you like to sort of introduce yourself and talk about your fund, where you invest, etc.?
Yes, sorry, I couldn't join on time. Vaccination was the excuse. I am Parag Dhol. I am with a fund called Inventors India out of Bangalore. We have been in business since 2008. Have made 30 investments in India. The better known ones are probably the B2C side, companies like Redbus, Policybazaar, etc. But we have been dedicated B2B investors as well. Unboxed, Move in Sync, and many others. We look to invest 5 to 15 crores in companies in the pre-Series A and Series A stages, and follow on in subsequent rounds, so to speak. There are 5 of us based out of Bangalore, and that's who we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Parag. So we are going to end this vote in about 30 seconds or so. So please complete your voting. Lena, can you have can you sort of end the vote in 30 seconds or so?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I will close voting.
Okay, great. Do you have the results, Lena? Lena?
Yes, please check our chat.
I haven't received yet.
Okay, yeah, you can announce.
Haven't received, Lena.
Yeah, you can announce it.
I haven't received. Okay, so
starting from third place.
Okay, sure. So I think we have, let me see, very interesting results here.
Yeah.
So the third place goes to Sense Jig. Congratulations.
Oh, applause, guys.
Vijay and team, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The second place goes to actually two winners. Two winners actually at the second spot, Bikes 24/7 and New Phony. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Khandelwal,
Thank you so much.
as well as
Thank
Ria.
you. Thank you.
Both of you, as well as Ria.
Thank you.
And very interesting today, actually, right? I mean, we have two winners.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, so two startups in second position and two startups in first position as well. So winners are YuvaPay and Almond Solutions. Congratulations. Congratulations, Prashant and Avinav. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for staying put. Any sort of parting thoughts, comments you'd like to share, judges?
How do we get in touch with the participants today?
So we will share the, you could sort of write back to me and I'll connect with the participants.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job and good conference, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Take care.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day, good evening, good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Marisa, for staying so late.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Subhatra, for making this happen. And I certainly hope we are going to collaborate in the future as well. So enjoy and all the best from Belgrade.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vanka. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subrata.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thanks, Anisha.
Okay, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
invitation. It was
Thanks,
very
Tina. Thanks,
enjoyable.
Pooja. Thanks, Kate. And thanks, everybody, actually, who supported.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Abhinav's team as well. Thank you. Bye. Bye for now.